You are welcome to Mobile Class Academy. This is a place where we make learning fun and we bring it to your doorsteps. We take you out of the conventional classroom and we try to bring learning at your convenience. Wherever you are, just listen attentively. Take a pen and paper by your side. I'm going to be teaching government. My name is Agbontan Elizabeth, and this is chapter 3 of our government class. Previously in chapter 1, we looked at the definition of government and we looked at it from 3 different perspectives. We looked at the definition of government as an institution. We looked at government as an academic field of study, and we also looked at government as an act or process of governing. We went further to look at the importance and the characteristics of government. We also looked at the functions. Then in chapter 2, we looked at the basic principles and concepts of government. Those are the underlying principles and the concepts of government. Just in case you have missed the other classes, I would encourage you to try and join the classes at your convenient time, because they are always available on this platform at any time of the day, wherever you are, whenever is convenient for you. Now that brings us to chapter 3. We are going to be looking at constitutions. That's the constitution of a state. And that brings us first to the definition of a constitution. We have to know what a constitution is. And here we are saying that a constitution can be defined as a body of agreed rules and principles, stating how the powers governing a country are distributed and exercised. So the underlying words you need to know in a constitution: it is a body of agreed rules. It's a body of agreed rules and principles. So the bottom line of a constitution is that it is a body of rules and principles that state how the powers governing a country are distributed and exercised, the rights, duties, and obligations of the citizens and also of the government. And it also checks and sets a limit to the actions of government and the ordinary citizens. Basically, the constitution of a state summarizes everything that regulates the activities of a state. It regulates the government, regulates the people, and it regulates the government agency. It sets their obligations, that's their duties, and also sets their rights and the limits of their powers, creates these government institutions, and also sets the limits to which they can exercise their actions. Else, there will be arbitrary rule. It means that they can rule without any form of limitation. So earlier, when we looked at the 3 arms of government in chapter 1, we talked about the limitation and checks and balances also. But here we are saying that this constitution is the ground norm, is the foundation where everything is defined. It defines the relationship between the people and the state, and between the state and its agency. So there's a limit to their powers, and all is embedded in the constitution of the state. So it's not only about rights. We also have duties and obligations as citizens to our state. First, we owe a duty to obey law and order. We owe a duty to pay our taxes when due, and the likes. So secondly, that brings us to the sources of constitution. So what are the sources of constitution? What is the source? That's from where does the constitution derives its origin?